This is a story of a boy and his friends. They were the backroom boys who thought they were too cool for school and didn't bother studying until they failed the exam. Some of his friends think it was normal and move on with his life, but some think otherwise. The boy saw his friend sitting at his desk with his book in front of him and writing something down. The boy was curious. He then walked up, looked at his friend, and asked, "What are you doing?" The boy asked. "I am reading," his friend replied. "You? Reading? Why? We way too cool for that," the boy responded back. "Cool? Really? This nice." The boy was shocked with the answer, and he began to think, books? Cooler? That's impossible. Only nerds read books. Girls like a handsome man. But some spark came up to his head. Maybe girls like a smart man, he think to himself. And so he begins.
Push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge. But don't look down, just keep your head or you'll be finished. Open up the limit. Past the point of no return. Reach the top, but still you gotta learn how to keep it. Hit the wheel and done.
He kept practicing day and night without resting. Never eat, never take a shower, never go outside and feel the sun, never have a human cut rate. I think this is the wrong script. Hold on. Here. Where was I? The more he studied, the more desperate he gets. He can't understand anything he was reading, and he was thinking of giving up. Until he saw someone. The man with style, the man with brains, the man who always got bullied. He is the nerd. They both stared at each other menacingly.
What are you doing?
The nerd asks. "Please help me. I don't understand this. This book is so hard to understand. Please, sensei." The boy pleaded for his help. The nerd think for a moment and look at his book.
You're reading Japanese, not English.
Really? The boy was confused. He doesn't know how to react. He then looked up to the nerd and asked, "Please help me with this." The nerd nodded and willing to help. The nerd began to teach the boy from the beginning. Teach him for many hours without resting. Preparing for the next exam that will happen in 2 more weeks. With the knowledge that the nerd taught him, he began writing down answers without hesitation. At the end of the exam, he waited for his result. And he was surprised. He passed the test. He was happy and full of emotion. He never had passed a test before in his life. He then checked up on his friend and saw he got a full mark on his test. He was very happy, and people are happy for him, especially the girls. He didn't come to think that only passing the test won't make me popular with the girls. I need a full mark, he said to himself, and he begins reading again for the next test. He may not be the smartest kid in the world, but people can change. You just need an example to replicate. And someday, people will follow your footsteps. And maybe you will be popular with the girls if you like.
ที่ให้พวกกูได้ใช้ด้วยนะครับ